Well, we just got back from the University of the Nations in Kona, Hawaii, where we were doing a week-long teaching of the Isaiah 61 Summit on deliverance and on spiritual warfare. We've been doing it in Kona and not only there, but YWAM bases throughout the world for over 15 years now. And every time we do this teaching, we have great testimonies of people whose lives were changed. And last week was no different. I prayed over a young girl from Korea, and when I began to talk with her, she said that she was depressed and suicidal. As we began to pray, God began to just, like peeling an onion, just peel layers of condemnation off of her. She was a lovely girl. Her name is Sophie. She said that she had never heard her parents, either her mother or father, ever say anything kind to her since she was a little girl. She could never remember any kind words. Those kind of things leave deep wounds in a person's soul, and the enemy exploits those wounds. David said this in one of the Psalms. He said, "When I was at my very weakest, when I was vulnerable, my enemy took advantage of me." And the enemy does that to us as well. When we're hurt, when we're offended, when we're abused, the enemy is there to establish strongholds of doubt in the existence and the goodness of God, strongholds of fear, strongholds of terror or depression, many, many things. In Sophie's case, she had grown up in a hostile environment where her parents didn't nurture her, never spoke kind words over her. And when she came to Christ years later, she found his redeeming love and put her faith in him. Yet she was carrying these deep parent wounds, and because of that, there was an emotional cloud that followed her that caused her to feel like she wasn't loved, that she wasn't nurtured, that she wasn't worth much in this world. And so she, as a young lady, and a beautiful young lady, she developed suicidal tendencies and a self-loathing, and carried those even though she was a Christian. Now she was at the University of the Nations in a discipleship program, and no one had ever told her that that was a common thing for Christians. It wasn't an indication that she didn't love the Lord. It wasn't an indication that the Lord didn't love her. It was just the residue of sin that was yet undealt with, even after she became a Christian. And so we taught her about deliverance, and she came in for a prayer time, and the Spirit of God came and touched Sophie. She first cried and then laughed, and we had a wonderful time of prayer together. She told me later, after she had come back from her outreach, she said, "Your prayer completely changed my life." And I went from being depressed to being so filled with the joy of the Lord that everybody commented that I was the life of the group and brought joy wherever I went. There's a common misconception that becoming a Christian instantly resolves all those things. And I, for one, wish that were true, but I know that it's not. I know that people who love Jesus and ask him to be their Savior and yield their lives to him, they step into a process of renewal. The Bible talks about our minds being renewed in righteousness and us becoming progressively conformed into the image and likeness of Christ. And that's what the ministry of deliverance is all about. It's about getting free and staying free and then helping others to get free. And that's what the Isaiah 61 Summit is all about. We're getting ready to do this right here in Yuba City. It's a home game for us. Again, we do this all over the world, but once a year, sometimes twice a year. We do that right here at home in Yuba City at the Embassy of Heaven campus. I'll be doing the lion's share of the teaching, but helping me will be Jess Parker, who heads up deliverance here at the Church of Glad Tidings, and also is the founder of Tearing Down Strongholds Ministries. Also coming from Vancouver, BC, is Graham Powell, a dear friend who is a partner in deliverance. He was with us at the University of the Nations in Kona, and we've traveled to a number of countries in the world together, teaching on deliverance. And so we'll have a really strong team. I want to invite you to come to Yuba City in mid-March and join us for the Isaiah 61 Summit so that you can get free and learn how to stay free, and then be able to help other people that you love, work with, go to school with, friends all around you, family members. Help them get free in their lives as well.